Inazuma 11 Go introduced us to fighting spirits, and for the most part, these fighting spirits were given to major players in the story of the game. But there were also some lucky scout characters who received fighting spirits, who when you just recruited them from the wild, they came packing. And so today I want to go over 10 of them. 10 random Inazuma 11 characters who for some reason have a fighting spirit. So without further ado, let's hop right in. Alright, first up we've got Ruff Whedon. Ruff is a fire forward who for some reason has Neptune as his fighting spirit. Neptune is a wind fighting spirit who's all about the sea, so why Ruff Whedon, who's a fire element, has a water spirit, my brain can't quite figure out, but for some reason he comes with Neptune. The one thing that kinda makes sense is he gets the Hisatsu flying fish, but then he also gets Fire Tornado, so, you know what I mean? It's a bit... Next, we've got Bouffant, a fire defender who comes with Scramjet. This one's also a bit weird, as Scramjet is a dribble spirit, while Bouffant is a defender, and so you'd expect them to have a defensive spirit. Also, Scramjet again is wind, Bouffant is fire, though Bouffant does get air bullet, like Ozone Flare, so I guess it kind of makes sense. See, a lot of these so far just seem kind of loose. Very weird choices, but sure, why not? Give Bouffant Scramjet. And similarly, let's give the forward Len Graves Margin Pegasus. Why? Foolish question. You must understand there is no reasoning behind any of this. He is Margin Pegasus because why not? Len Graves with his glasses and his flying fish move. He needs Margin Pegasus, obviously. Meanwhile, potentially the first one that makes sense, our Wind Defender Mosquito has a wind defensive fighting spirit, Dragoon. Now this is quite nice because Mosquito in Inazuma 11 Go 1 weirdly does not get any defensive moves of his own, so actually having a fighting spirit who can do the defending is pretty neat. It's still a mad choice to give him a fighting spirit in the first place, but I kinda like it. This is a cool player with a fighting spirit that makes absolutely no sense. This is Dave Dream, who is defender, so obviously what fighting spirit do they give him? Yes, it's Maestro, the shooting one who belongs to Ricardo normally. I don't even know where to begin with the reasoning. Maestro, ninjas, defender. Yeah, your guess is as good as mine. This one does make sense. This is Brave, who is one of my favorite scout characters in the game. I think he looks absolutely awesome. And his fighting spirit is Firebird, and it completely suits him. He's a fire forward, so obviously his fighting spirit is a fire forward spirit. Next up is Sophie Spencer, who I do think is a fire forward secretly disguised as a wood forward for some reason. I mean, she literally has Warhead and Meteor Blade both on a moveset, which are fire shooting moves. And then on top of that, her fighting spirit is Lancelot. And Lancelot may be the fire fighting spirit. I'm also just looking at a wiki page here, and she has a kickstart of 78. She's like a forward. That's just depressing. I'm so sorry, Sophie Spencer. I know we normally go by the dub names here, but Hilda Brunner's Japanese name is just too funny for me not to mention. It's Killy. I mean, that's just amazing. She, like Sophie Spencer, is a wood forward, but her fighting spirit Musashi is earth. And this time her moves don't really add up. She has Fire Tornado, Phantom Shoot, and Zephyr Shot. So I guess Musashi just kinda gives her all of the elements. But aside from that, I have no idea. Our penultimate choice is Jelly. Jelly, aside from having an awesome name, is a wind midfielder whose fighting spirit Corvus is an earth shooting one. I don't at all get the logic here, but I just kind of like it because it's quite funny. I mean, Jelly is absolutely tiny, so having this massive hulking eagle hawk thing, it's just fun. I guess it's a raven, I have no idea. And finally, we've got Harriet Pen, who is a wind goalkeeper. And honestly, fair enough, because up to this point, if you asked me what a goalkeeper's fighting spirit was, I would have assumed it would be another Lancelot. But it is actually a goalkeeping fighting spirit. In this case, it's Behemoth, who whilst not being a wind spirit, I guess is close enough. He catches balls. So you know what? You win this round, Hino. But let me know down in the comments what your guys' favorite Inazuma 11 scout with a fighting spirit is. And make sure you do all the classic YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of jazz. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.